Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 9, entitled as Raja Vidya Rajaguhyam. Sloka 22. Ananyāś cintayanto maṁ ye janāḥ paryupāsate teṣāṁ nityābhiyuktānāṁ yoga-kṣemaṁ vahāmyaham. From the previous session, we could clearly understand the advantage of attaining Vaikuntha over the heaven. The great souls, Mahatmas, adopt the means to attain the spiritual abode, which provides an unsurpassed bliss. And the person who has attained the spiritual abode will never have to return back, because there is no any reason that person has to return back into this world, because before he left this world, he is fully finished with all his karmas. His karmas are all finished, both punya karma and papa karma. That's when he was given the spiritual abode. Whereas going to heaven means it is not that all the karmas are finished. Only a little portion or little bit of karma are finished or removed to attain the heavenly planet. But this person still has lot more to go through. So therefore, the person who goes to heaven will certainly return back. A person who goes to Vaikuntha, the spiritual world, will never have to return back. And that is guaranteed by Krishna in this sloka. Let's see the word by word meaning. Ye janāḥ, those persons who have a good birth, ananyāś, having no other object as their benefit. In other words, their only object is attaining the lotus feet of Krishna, nothing else. Maṁ cintayanto, thinking of only of me, Maṁ, that is Krishna. They don't think of anything else. Paryupāsate, worship me with love and devotion by contemplating on Krishna's divine qualities. Nityābhiyuktānāṁ, fixed in devotion, aspiring to be ever united with me. Teṣāṁ, to those blessed persons, aham, I, yoga-kṣemaṁ vahāmy, I give them myself and ensure that they are not separated from me again. That is, Krishna grant them the moksha, liberation, which they did not get till now, and that is called yogam, and ensuring that what they got is not lost, and that is called kṣemaṁ. Translation. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack, and I preserve what they have. We have to stick on to the context and the flow of this sloka. It is very important. Otherwise, if we are just going to pick up a certain line out of Bhagavad Gita, and that can be interpreted into however one wants. Here Krishna says, I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. Well, Krishna is saying that since I don't have a car, Krishna will provide me a car. And whatever I already have, my house, my family, my money, my job, Krishna will preserve them. This can be taken into that angle as well. But that is not what Krishna is saying here by yoga-kṣemaṁ vahāmy. The topic is about Mahatmas. Mahatmas never hanker for the material things. They hanker for attaining and being united with Krishna. That is what they are lacking. And Krishna says here, I will give them that so they can be with me. Well, okay, do they have to come back into this world like how a person goes to heaven, returns back here? Krishna says, I'll preserve it, meaning they will never have to come back into this world. And that is the meaning of yoga-kṣemaṁ vahāmy. We will see more on that as we go further into the sloka. Ananyāś cintayanto maṁ. Anya, other benefits. Ananya, not wanting any other benefit. That is the meaning of ananya. It is unalloyed bhakti, devotion, exclusive love and devotion towards Krishna. Thinking of Krishna as their means, thinking of Krishna as their goal. If they fail to think of Krishna even for a moment, they are unstable, they are unable to sustain themselves. If someone is thinking about someone else constantly without break, then that person who's in the thought must be very dear, and that person should be giving more pleasure even by the thought itself. If it is difficult and painful, then why would someone want to think of the other person? Similarly, thoughts of Krishna are pleasurable. Therefore, it is easy also and dear to this person. So the question is, one will not think about someone else, especially in this case it's Krishna, if it is difficult and gives pain. Certainly that's not the case. It is pleasurable. Here the word ananya should not be interpreted for those who worship devatas, demigods. That is not what has been mentioned here, because Krishna is going to speak about that in a separate sloka. Nor ananya is not to mean that one who worship themselves as God. That is also not the right way of understanding here. This cannot be the meaning, because the verses about great soul speaks about chanting the name of the Lord, worshipping the name of the Lord. So it's very clear, it is not about one who worships themselves as God. Otherwise those slokas will have no meaning at all in this whole context. It is like one is chanting their own name, one is chanting their worshipping themselves. Therefore, ananya doesn't mean that one thinks of themselves to be Brahman, God. The right meaning for ananya is connected to the verses that we saw previously. That is, those people who are different from the previous sloka, where in the previous sloka we saw that people are interested in attaining heaven, where here, right after that sloka, Krishna speaks about those people or the great soul who are not interested in attaining heaven. In that way, they are ananya bhaktas. In other words, they want to attain the supreme abode. The question is, why do these great souls think about Krishna all the time? What is the benefit of thinking Krishna like that? Mat cintaika prayojana, meaning the benefit they are looking for by thinking Krishna constantly is to think of Krishna constantly. That's all they are looking for. They don't look for anything else. That's the only prayojana, benefit they wanted. To constantly think. To think of Krishna, they think of Krishna, so they can think of Krishna. King Kulashekara, in his Mukundamala Stotra, he says, Diviva bhuviva mamastu vasu narakeva narakantaka prakhamam avadhirita sharadhara vindu sharanote marane api cintayami. Wherever I've been put, I don't care about it. Whether in this world, or in the higher planet, or in heaven, or in Naraka, the hell, it doesn't matter. But let me always remember you, your lotus feet. That's the only benediction that I am begging for. That's the first line of the sloka. We'll continue the rest in the next session. ananyāś cintayanto maṁ ye janāḥ paryupāsate teṣāṁ nityābhiyuktānāṁ yoga-kṣemaṁ vahāmy aham. Namaste. Hare Krishna.